Hey guys, so we're doing a quick test of the 105mm howitzer on the first Sherman that has the 105mm howitzer, whichever it is. Some people say this tank is massively overpowered because it can kill pretty much any tank in the game. Other people say it's not overpowered at all because the gun's extremely inaccurate. Those second people are massively wrong. This is actually one of the more accurate guns in the game. What accurate actually means is that when you fire, the round will go very close to the point that you're aiming at. Some guns, like the KP2, have extremely inaccurate guns, and the round will arc off to the side on its own a massive distance. This howitzer, on the other hand, is actually extremely precise, and it's not as precise as the high-velocity German cannons, but it's almost as precise as the standard cannons that the other Shermans use, the 75 and the 76 millimeters. So it's almost as precise as them. The difference is the round does travel slower, which means you need to elevate more. But as you can see, the tick marks on the vertical, those are there to tell you exactly how much you need to elevate. So I know that because I've done these tests before, and you can also use the cheat method by looking at the grid, or you can use the actual rangefinder that the game actually comes with in the scope. That's the tick marks on the horizontal. Or you can just do what I've done and memorize the distance to target of all the various targets here. And I know that that's about 0.4 kilometers away. So you elevate to the 0.4 kilometer tick mark, and guess what? You hit the... Okay, it's a little more than that. So that's the only difficult part, is determining the range to target, but you have to do that with a normal cannon anyway. And if you can determine the range to target accurately enough, this gun is every bit as accurate. I still missed. Every bit as accurate. It's about half a kilometer away. It's not 0.4. I'm dumb. I remembered wrong. But once you determine range to target, it's just as accurate as the other Sherman weapons, which does make it a little overpowered. So the Panther, I know for a fact, is 0.8 kilometers away because it's the target I usually fire at first. So we're going to hit it right in the turret ring. Probably not on the first shot. We're probably going to hit it right in the turret ring with the second shot. Nope, first shot. Unfortunately, I hit it right over the maximum thickness of the armor. You have to hit the side of the turret just above the turret ring, and then the fragments shoot down into the top of the hull of the tank. And that's what usually ends up killing things. Okay, so the cannon shell itself decides that it doesn't want to insta-kill the Panther like it usually does. We're going to hit it on the side of the hull instead. But you see how I'm actually able to place my shots? There you go, right on the side of the hull, popped its ammo. I'm able to place my shots every bit as accurate as you would with a normal cannon. Now the Tiger, that's a Tiger 2, and it's a kilometer away. Pop. So, yeah, the gun itself is actually perfectly accurate. It's not perfectly accurate, it has a little bit of variance to it, but as I said, the Shermans themselves have just about the same amount. Now the one downside to a low velocity cannon is it is a lot harder to hit moving targets. It's not that much harder to hit moving targets. So I missed by a tiny bit, but considering that was my first shot and I tracked him, which means he's no longer a moving target, which means my second shot, pop, oh, I actually missed. Oh, I fired a little bit too far to the right. Oh, and it was enough to kill him anyway. Remember, kids, this is a very, very accurate cannon. It's not a cannon, it's a howitzer, but it I killed the Tiger 2 first shot. So again, it's only as accurate as the person using it, and if you don't know the range to target, then you're going to be shooting over and under just like you would with any other cannon. But the second you get that range to target down, this thing hits. It just does. It's not like the KV2 at all. It actually is perfectly usable at range. So remember, Tigers, if you're within a kilometer of one of these, you are a one-shot kill. Even though, you know, you probably shouldn't be, but whatever. Pop.